everyone. Just want to do a quick note about the work that's due this coming Tuesday. This past Thursday, the first draft of your annotated bibliography was due. That draft had 3 sources, 2 primary, 1 scholarly. This next draft needs to have your full 8 sources, so that's 4 scholarly, 3 primary, and 1 popular reliable. I'm going through your first drafts now and leaving you comments. Those comments are centered around 2 things. One is formatting and the other is content. So with the formatting, I'm leaving you notes about indentation, punctuation, all of that kind of MLA stuff. I'm also letting you know if you just did not format the assignment correctly at all, which I'll get to in a moment. The second type of notes in terms of the content, I'm addressing whether your sources seem accurately primary and scholarly. Some of you are still confused on what a scholarly source is, and that's fair. Keep in mind that a scholarly source comes from a peer-reviewed press or journal. That means somebody's website, a random PDF file, even a blog that sounds scholarly but is not peer-reviewed. Those are not scholarly sources. You have to have 4 scholarly sources, and if you're confused about that, it would be useful to go back and look at the information about finding scholarly sources from a couple of weeks ago. It'd be useful to set up an appointment with one of the research librarians, and it would be useful to talk to me. So do make sure you're looking over the comments that I'm leaving everyone on the first drafts just to make sure you're on the same page. Now, some of you do not know what an annotated bibliography is. And I get that it's challenging because we didn't get to go over this in class, but that's why I want to direct you again to the resources in the course menu. If you go to Research and Reference Help, there are examples of what an annotated bibliography is. If you go to How to Write, Cite, and Format, there are more resources on how to format things in MLA, what an annotated bibliography looks like, what it's supposed to do. And of course, you can email me and you can Google because it's a pretty common assignment. They all vary slightly in formatting, so it's important to read over the assignment sheet, but you need to look at the resources and you need to watch the videos that I'm posting, and you need to let me know and pay attention to the comments that I'm giving in terms of your revisions. An annotated bibliography is supposed to be a documentation of the information that you have collected so far. It is organized in a matter of fact, summarizing type format where you are just listing each individual source, citing each of those sources in correct MLA format, and giving 2 paragraphs of annotations beneath each citation. So it is a longer document. It is a rather boring assignment, but it is a useful assignment in collecting the information that you need to have when you actually start writing your paper, and those drafts are going to start being due next week. So please review these comments. Let me know if you have any questions, and keep in mind that the revisions for Tuesday are more adding on to the assignment and then correcting some of the errors that I've noticed already. But the big point is to try to get everything done by Tuesday in terms of your sources and your research. And then ultimately, you may have more than 8 sources. You do not have to put those into the annotated bibliography. You can also change your sources after the annotated bibliography. This is really kind of like a marker in the research process. You should be thinking about all of this as one big project that have these different benchmarks: the proposal, the observation, the annotated bibliography. So you have your ideas, your firsthand research, your outside reading and scholarly research. And then the goal of the paper is to bring all of that together in an analysis that you're developing. And I'll post some more videos about that paper, but right now I want you to just really focus on the annotated bibliography, getting your sources together, getting scholarly sources, and making sure you actually understand the format of what this is supposed to look like, okay? Hope everyone's doing well. Let me know if you're having any challenges, and I will hopefully talk to some of you soon.